and welcome to this week's feature interview. Today our guest is Anna Hill. Anna, thank you for joining us on the set.
Thank you, it's my pleasure.
Anna is the director of the Red Flag campaign. It's kind of an ex officio position of her being the president of the Peer Educators. Anna, can you kind of explain, first off, what the Peer Educators are?
Well, the Peer Educators is a group on campus who works to educate peers about harm reduction and risk management and that kind of thing. So we do things like the Red Flag campaign, which is about sexual assault and dating violence on college campuses, as well as things like stress fairs, so knowing how to de-stress and kind of stay healthy mentally and physically.
Okay, and the Red Flag campaign, is this a campus-wide thing? Is it a statewide thing? Where does it reach?
Well, this is actually, it's nationwide, and there may be one international case of it, but it started in Virginia, and it's starting to branch out and become more nationally known.
Could you walk us through the history of it?
Well, the Red Flag campaign started in 2006. I don't know if I know that much history about it. Well, Emory and Henry became a part of it in 2007, and we have proudly supported it ever since. And
so we were kind of behind. We being Emory and Henry, we're kind of behind really getting this thing to grow. And
yeah, we are. We were one of the first colleges that really embraced it and tried to make it as big as it is.
Okay, so from when it started out, and I know you weren't here in '07, but from when it started out here on campus to now, what are some of the things that students have done, or some of the things that the campaign is really focused on?
Well, in the past, they've done things such as the Great Date Award, I believe, was last year, where you could nominate your significant other for being a really awesome significant other, and you could win a date out on town. They've done things like that. This year we did the RA Bulletin Board contest, where RAs have to do their bulletin board each month, and so we wanted to give them materials and let them kind of be creative with it and spread the word about the Red Flag campaign, let their residents know about it. We did the Red Voices Poetry Slam, or poetry reading, this month, which we invited students, faculty, staff, community members to come and read poetry about dating violence and more about like recovery and resiliency from these instances, and also about healthy relationships. So we had a good turnout for that. We had a Lyceum this month, the Adam Rich Show, which we had a good turnout for, and it was really powerful. And there's kind of a twist ending to the Lyceum that made it really powerful, and people who went to that will know about it. But it addressed dating violence and sexual assault and that kind of thing. And other than that, I mean, we've set up tables and made banners and that kind of thing just to spread the word and kind of get people talking about it, and ask about what is the Red Flag campaign.
Right. So this is a month-long thing. It runs through October, correct? So
Yes.
Is there anything coming up, say the end of this week, or?
Actually, our main week for activities and events was last week, so we don't have anything big planned for this upcoming week. Although the banners are still going to be displayed until the end of October. So if you came and put your handprint on the big yellow banner in the cafeteria on last Monday, then it's going to be displayed in Van Dyke for the rest of the month of October.
Okay, and do any of the Red Flag campaign initiatives extend beyond October, or what's the eventual goal of it all?
Well, it aims to get people talking about it, I think, is the main point, and it works with bystander intervention. So like on our shirts that we had made up this year, we had Red Flag, say something. So if you see a red flag in a relationship, and that can involve things, it's not just physical, and it's not just one way, it's not just men or women, it's both. And if you see a red flag, that can be anything from actual physical harm to emotional abuse, even stalking, anything like that, then speak up and say something, either to that person or someone else, and make them aware that that's not right.
So this really isn't just speaking to somebody who's in a relationship. It's speaking to people who have friends in relationships, to people who
Right.
who are witnessing these things.
Right, because a lot of times it just, you know, you think they're joking or you just kind of shrug it off, but there's a lot more to it.
Mm-hmm. And okay, so how did you get involved with the Red Flag campaign?
Well, it was kind of thrust upon me as president of the peer educators, but I'm so glad that I was able to be a part of it and help out with it. Just being president of the peers, since we kind of organize it, that's how I got into it. But then once I got into it, it just really became something I really wanted to be a part of. And we pulled a lot of other organizations and groups into it, as far as, you know, we got people to support both with donations and things, as well as time and just having people spread the word.
Mm-hmm. And why is it something that why is it important to you, I guess?
Well, you know, I have friends that are in relationships, and there's a statistic on the Red Flag Campaign website that 1 in 5 relationships, it's like 20% of relationships, have experienced some sort of dating violence on college campuses. So, you know, even if you don't, like, it's a lot more prevalent than you really would think. And, you know, even if you don't see it directly, it's happening. And so it's just really important to get the word out and let people know.
Right. So with peer educators and some of the other things that you do, are there any events coming up that people should know about as far as stress fairs or other peer educator sponsored events?
Stress fair, that's our next big event. Will be the very end of the semester. I believe it's the last day of class, which I'm not sure of the date. But it'll be the last day of class, probably in the afternoon, probably about 5 o'clock. And we'll have things we've done in the past. We've actually had massage therapists come in the past, and you can come for 10 minutes, just kind of let all your troubles go away and get a massage. And we've had things like beading and coloring books and just things where you can just kind of forget about exams, because that's about when exam times are, and review days, and just kind of relax and just de-stress and feel better about everything.
Right. And if somebody wants to get involved with peer educators, they come talk to you?
Yes, they can come contact me. They can email me at ehill10@ehc.edu, or just come up and talk to me. Just whenever.
Okay. Well, Anna, unfortunately we're out of time. Thank you for coming on the set today.
Thank you.
And that'll do it for our feature interview. Now we're going to throw it to your out and about.